wasn't expecting to do another Games Workshop project anytime soon. I went in there today to get some Nuln oil for one of my scratch builds, and talking to the boss man in there, and he was saying about how they've started up painting challenges again, where you've got like a month to make something, themed painting challenges. And the latest one, which actually started today is Halloween, is squiggly, something squiggly, and whether it's a squig or something with tentacles or whatever. And yeah, so always up for a challenge, and looked around the shelves, and I've known of the existence of this fella for a while, and really, I mean, you know, I prefer my squigs to be more squig-like, but I love sharks, and this is like a merging of the two. So why the heck not? So got that. I'm just about to, if I can swap over. This is an unboxing. This first part is an unboxing. No idea. I don't know anything about this. As I say, I've seen photos of it. Hang on a second, I've got to put my camera down. Yeah, I've seen photos of it on their website, but don't know anything about it. I can see from the box there that there's two options. That one, Mozrog Skragbad, or optional assembly. That's an odd name for an orc, isn't it? Optional assembly. So yeah, let's have a look at the bits. What have we got? So let's look at this. He's pretty big, isn't he? Yeah, nice and big. Good. All right. There's the orc. Is this one of the new style orcs? He looks sort of like a halfway between the old traditional orcs and these new style orcs, which I really don't like. He's not too bad. He's all right. I don't have to put a substitute head on. Ooh, what's that there? That looks interesting. What I like about all Games Workshop things is, yeah, you have optional ways of doing things, and that means you have spare parts left over, which is always good. There we go. There's the mouth of the fella. It's definitely 40k. Right, so that's that. Mozrog Skragbad. Not keen. All right, so beast boss on Squigosaur. I don't know who I'm going to go for. We'll see. I'll start snipping things off sprues and get them into sub-assemblies, and then I'll come back for part 2. Well, I've decided to go for the hero, Mozrog, and I've decided to go for him because I'm guessing it's a homage rather than anything else to Mean Machine Angel from 2000 AD's Judge Dredd. I mean, bionic eye, robotic right arm. Yeah, but he looks fun, and so that's why I've decided to go for him over than the rather generic beast boss. And the detail is fantastic, as you can see. And what I've had to do, or decided to do, because you've just got so much detail going on in so many different places, is I'm doing him in many sub-assemblies. So here, obviously, is his upper half. His right arm is only blue tacked on, as you can see there. After priming, I'll be removing that and painting that separately so I can get into all of that sort of area. Here's the squig. Again, a lovely sculpt. There's his legs. Mozrog's legs and his saddle, all right, and a bit of blue tack just to cover up where the glue's going to be going. I've had to put some green stuff in. The join wasn't too good, and in fact it's still a little bit visible, so I think he's going to have a bit of extra scarring. So that's him, and as I say, separate parts which are all going to be painted separately, like this back banner thing of his, this weapon of his there, which connects onto a little pivot which is coming out of his skin there, and here you've got 3 holes for his exhaust pipes. So yeah, they're all the assemblies, and I'm looking forward to painting. I haven't really enjoyed the building. I mean, I like a building challenge. I like the modelling and the building side of things, but I don't know, Games Workshop, I mean, you know, you give us things to do, but so many times some of the things are unnecessary, like this, his right leg, this teeny tiny little toe that you had to stick on separately, why that couldn't have been casted on. And then there's this thing, this flap of skin that is at the back of his leg, which you can't even see, it's down in there, right? Their instructions, these computer generated instructions, how the heck are you supposed to figure out which way that round that goes and which bit glues onto the yellow bit? And it's like, what I had to do to finally work it out, because I couldn't work it out, was to actually put the leg to the body and then try and work out what shape that gap is. Really unclear. Ditto this wheel, which is on, actually there's a good point, it's on the other side, you can't even see it anyway. There's a wheel thing that goes on there which you can't see because it's in there. What's the point? I would much rather that was cast on and I've got one less thing to do because I want to crack on, you know. Was there anything else to moan about? No, the rest was all right. Oh no, there was. Look at that, a thumb that you had to stick onto the hand before sticking the hand onto the arm. That thumb in there, which was incredibly fiddly, and like, it's a lot of faffing, and I'd rather not do it. I'd rather just have a fist. I don't want to stick a thumb on, thank you very much. So there you go, just about to take all these things apart, like so, and stick them down to a piece of card and prime up. I think I'll come back with some base coats applied. So the plan was to stop at base coats and do another little video, but I've been having so much fun, couldn't really stop myself. So a bit later on in the progress then, what have we got? Yeah, his back banner thing. I've just started on that. Always got to put a bit of yellow in if I'm doing orcs or goblins, so a bit of yellow there. All right, this is his exhaust pipes. Don't know why he's got exhaust pipes, but yeah, the metal bits are done, and you can see I've just started on the brasses like so. What do we got? This is his big claw thingy. That's nearly done. Just got to beat it up a bit more. His little blaster, which is mounted on the side of the squig. I've just got to put a bit more brass there on the grip, wash that tooth and the little brass ring that secures it to the barrel, and he's done. This arm, I'm almost there, but I'm going to make it a bit rusty, I think. Put some brown in there. All right, and then you can see those little glyphs that are carved in. I'm going to pick those out in yellow. Oh, what a surprise. It's a lovely detail on that arm. Look at that. These glyphs are on the inside of his arm, and they're not going to be visible, but they're there, and I'll do them. That's a really nice touch. I mean, it's obviously so, you know, if you want to reuse that arm for something else in a conversion, you've got it both sides. This build is really my first time proper with using contrast paints. This new way of painting with Games Workshop paints, and I saw this online, a quick and easy way of doing orc skin, and so over a white primer coat, I've put on this, which is plague bearer's flesh. So that's the start of the fella. I'm going to be going in next with some Beltane green to tint that greener. All right, so I'll come back when I've done a bit more work there. The most work I've done is here, and it has been good fun, I must say. It's obviously based on a shark, and the bull nose makes it look like a great white shark. So it looks kind of all one colour, the light grey, but there is a lot going on in there. The light's just very bright today. So yeah, put on this bluey light grey, and I have mottled it, promise, and then a darker grey on the top. I'm gonna just lighten that up a little bit. I really like that. That's just the right shade of grey for a great white, in my opinion. But I'm just going to put a mottling of a little that colour mixed with a lighter grey, just to put a little mottling in there. And I didn't just want to have a blended line between the two colours, or anything approaching a real shark. So I've put these little streaky bits on, right, just to make it look at something a bit different and a bit fantasy as opposed to real world. All right. And yep, I've pretty much finished inside his mouth and his tongue. I've got to pick out his teeth next. And I've also gone in and done the fleshy areas where the exhaust pipes will go. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And I'm also looking forward to picking out all the scratches and the cuts that he's got all over him. This is a battle-weary squig, you see, and I am going to be picking all these out. So that's going to break up the light grey even more. He's got lots of little boils and blisters. I'm going to pick them out as well. Still don't know what to do about all these like bony bits that he's got all over. I don't know whether to pick them out or not. That remains to be seen. So that's that. I'm going to colour around his eyeball area with like a violet-y red. I'm going to pick the eyes out in white so they stand out more. Talking about white, I've just painted the where the leather is going to go white, because I'm going to use another contrast paint for leathers. Oh, excuse me. And that's going to be snakebite leather, because that looks like a nice colour to put on, and you're pretty much done. And his saddlebag I've just done in a brown, and I'm going to put snakebite leather over that just to see the difference in finish and colour schemes. And then of course I've got to do all his trousers, got to do all the metals, especially that leg there. All right, so I will come back, and I promise I won't leave it until I'm done. I'm going to stop in a little while, but I'm having an awful lot of fun with this model, so enjoying this a lot. One more update before the final bit. So, yeah, as I say, been using contrast paints for the first time proper, and I used it on his skin. As I say, first coat was the plague bearer flesh, then Beltane green, and then I just dry brushed some yellow, Uriel yellow, over the top, and it's come out quite nice. I quite like this this shade of orc skin, so I might be using that more. Yeah, metallics are all done. I've been umming and ahhing about whether to make him rusty, and decided not to, because he's a posh bloke, isn't he? So yeah, and also you can see in there the demarcation line between mechanical and skin I've made sore and red. I don't know if orcs have red blood or green blood, but my orcs have red blood, so there you go. And you can see in there putting his, in my usual customary turquoise eye for my green skins. So that's him. That's that bit. This big claw thing, I haven't really done an awful lot to, just metallics and Nuln oil. I've got to finish that off once it's attached to his arm. This bit is nearly done, just about to attach that. His right arm, I'm putting these yellow parts on just to break it up a bit. As I say, I like my orcs yellow. I'm not bothering to do the glyphs on that side because you're never going to see it. All right. Oh yeah, this is exhaust tubes, just about to attach them. When they're attached, I want to have them quite smoky. I'm going to do some black pastelin on that to make them all like dark at the top, like he belches smoke when he really builds up the steam. That's all pretty much done. Mouth is pretty much done. I've got to work on the drool there. Got to put a lot of gloss in his mouth and teeth. Just put some violet around his eyeball, just blocked in his eyeball. Got to work on that. All the bloody bits and the sore bits are done. He's got more yellow on him, on his knee pads and his trousers. I've given him gold boots because, like, as I say, he's a bit of a posh one. So I've just got to weather that down. Oh yeah, I've started on the little saws and stuff. I'm going to make the saws look like they're saw. All right, and having great fun with him. I really am. He is a terrific model. Oh, that's the other thing. I'm going to do yellow and black stripes on that cable just to get another bit of colour in there. This, and maybe that. I'm going to do white and do a black and white checkerboard pattern. All right, so that's my to-do list before finishing. And yeah, next time I'm back, he will be done. And here we go. Today is the day of the something squiggly thing at my local games workshop. So yeah, my one's ready to go. I'm not sure what's happening. I don't know if they're being judged or what. I haven't got a clue, but I'm happy enough with him. He's a lot of fun. I mean, come on, he's a two-legged shark. What's not to like?